This is the ICYBOX 3.5-inch SATA hard drive enclosure. Solid metal construction, satin aluminium outer with sort of chromed trim. The rear of the unit has all the interface connections. At the top we have a little button that can turn off and on the blue LEDs, followed by an eSATA connection, a USB connection, and the unusual DC input connection. As you can see, that's of PS2 style multi-pin connection, and a power switch underneath. The connection for the power supply looks like this. Now this is actually the undoing of the product. That power supply has a very high failure rate, and in the shop more of these have failed than haven't, and we've had to stop selling these products now because the failure rate on this power supply was more than we've ever seen before on any product actually that we've ever sold in the shop. And unfortunately, you can't use an alternative power connection due to the nature of the pinouts on this on this connection. But moving on, the drive has a hot swap feature. The enclosure has a hot swap feature where you can open up the front flap so that you can literally slide a hard drive in. Again, it's fairly functional. You do have to be very careful because the edges there of the front flap are very sharp, and a little more attention to those kind of aspects would have made the item easier to use. And you probably can't see them on the video in here, but inside there are the SATA connections. Now, the biggest problem with this product actually is that the high failure rate of that power supply, and the fact that the UK agents for ICYBOX are a company called NanoPoint. ICYBOX is a German company, and NanoPoint are the agents in the UK, and they do not respond to faulty products in the same way as any other agent we've ever dealt with. They do not allow their they will not provide UK distributors with replacement items, even if the item is received faulty, which means it's necessary for either the reseller or the customer to pay about £7 to post it to NanoPoint, the UK agent, and they insist on repairing it rather than replacing the items. And unfortunately, they do not take much care of the item while it's being repaired, and we have on multiple occasions had situations where the inner packaging is just thrown away by the agent. And in fact, this box here is how we received a brand new DOA item back from the UK agent. They took out the internal packaging, threw everything inside the box, and the item was received protruding from the outer packaging. And in fact, on the item itself, you can probably see all the scuff marks down the side and the various chips in the base. But this is typical of the UK agent. So the problem is this product does have a very high failure rate, and the only way of resolving it is to send the item off to the agent, who repair it and do not take proper care of it. So for our shop, we've had to stop selling ICYBOX products, even though the units themselves are quite good quality. The biggest problem is the failure rate on the power supplies and the issues with the UK agent. So our advice would be to look for an alternative product. We do agree that ICYBOX do globally have a good reputation for their products, but the power supplies that they're using in their many of their current units have a high failure rate, and it just isn't really a practical option to buy them in the UK because of the poor service from the UK agent.